And I remembered the mic. I deserve a cookie. Welcome, the War Chief of Light is live. We had an epic night of ass-kicking, gaming, and nerding out. Dawn Trail. We need to have a talk about Dawn Trail. This is... What the fuck? What the fuck? Heritage found. So, expect some spoilers, expect some discussions, because eugenics, and yet I kind of agree with it. This is a fucked up zone. I don't know how else to say it. So we're going to take the first few minutes, and we're going to go a little bit later tonight, because I want it to start early, and listen, life happens. So, we need to talk about Heritage Found. Like, to the point of, I don't even know. So, I learned a lot last night. We met, Aaronville's mom, so that's good. And that's kind of where we're at. We're at the point where we're learning what the devices on their heads truly do. We're about to fight something so we can see it in action. So before continuing, and before we get everything revealed to us, let's talk about it, because it is fucked up. Now, I spent like an hour last night before bed just going through the motions, trying to figure out what was going on, trying to wrap my head around the ethics of it. And it don't make sense. It's madness. So what I came up with is the head device is not stupid for half of it. Okay? Hear me out, just hear me out for a second. We're going to assume for a second that there's no higher power controlling everything out there. We know there is. I'm sorry that part was a little bit obvious. We'll get into it in a minute. But assuming no one's controlling, assuming everything is above board, assuming they didn't fucking lie to us. There's some lies in there. We have a device that during a time of mass death and mass execution, a calamity, this device kept people alive. It survived the race, it survived the people and their world. And again, these people are not aware that other worlds exist. These people are not aware that it could be any other way. And they were in desperation mode. So, I agree with the original purpose of the device. Hello, Riku. I do. I think, again, assuming everything's above board, it ain't. That part is fine. Where you lose me, and I also even would argue for a second, hear me out, that their process of grief and loss makes sense for the moment. Remember, they went through a fucking calamity. How they chose to deal with that fucked up reality is on them. The parts that are hard to swallow are, 1, souls are currency. That's eugenics. That's straight up, what's a soul worth? What happens if they run out? They start killing people? They kill people in other worlds like Zaroja did when he was taking it from Turiala? Don't like that. And while they've learned to live without grief, which is fine, as a society that's not up to us to judge, the problem becomes, yes, they have a choice to wear the device or not. They do not have a choice. They do not get the choice on what their government controls in their thoughts. How they deal with memories. Do they want partial memories? Do they want only the good memories? They have no thought. It's not great. So, that's assuming everything's above board and nobody lied to us. Obviously somebody's pulling the strings. Obviously somebody has control over all this shit. Obviously we're not told the whole story here. Like, look at the level of the quest. Let's be honest here. No. Gone and forgotten right here. 97. Yeah, we got time. Obviously it's gonna get deeper. It's gonna get fucked up. But what an implication of that device. I think they would have died, Riku. The way I see it is that they created this device to stop the calamity and the electricity, I assume. And now they're harvesting it for power. So I have to assume that it's uninhabitable. And while they were making that solution on how to deal with it, oh fuck you. That's how they came up with those devices. Again, assuming everything's above board, right? And that's the problem. Assuming everything's above board. We know it's not. We know it goes a whole lot deeper. We know things are fucked up. Jesus. That thing don't look very happy at all. You know what? I'm gonna test, keep some ass. But yeah, like, you guys know me, I like a story that deals with the fucked up, that deals with situations where you're like, you need to think about your own views on things. I like that. And so far, what I have found is that, not only was Dawn Trail's beginning appropriate for following Endwalker. Are we serious? My headphones are dying? Here, you just eat that. Odd day, okay? There, they died. Get my blood really ready for some destruction, because, you know, destruction. So I think that the beginning of Dawn Trail really is not just a huge shift from Endwalker to get us back into the adventuring spirit, and get us back into regular RPG stories. But let's be honest here, it was a soft buffer because this is fucked up. Fucked up. This will do nicely. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna watch her die. We'll help you. It's fine, really. I've faced worse. Just watch. I don't like the look of this. Let us help. Oh no. Look out. I like how, hello Taggett, I like how directly and fucked uppy it is. She was out of souls. She needs healing. No, she dead. Nope. I love how quickly and easily they're like, yeah, no, they dead. They dead. They're not kinda dead. They don't require healing. They dead. That was embarrassing. Bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. Told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. Okay, that's what we wanted to see. That's what we know for Zarulja. Is it like a revenge feature? I wonder? Like Zarulcha. Come on, let's get out of here. There's also the function of the regulator. Load it up in the soul. This is fucked up. I think I understand how Zarulja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, and I'm not sure that we saw it in there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me you impaired yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered in Vanguard. We've crossed paths with one of the King's elite. Such a form can only be achieved by engorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Very well. Should get back to work. Take care. And I suppose she's got to win more than she loses. There you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls, those of people and those of beasts. The people use to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of beasts? Working much in the same faction, imbuing it with the strength of the chosen animal. For example, Striker the Wolf, you grow more agile and feral as you saw with Striker. Using several types at once may result in physical changes. Teeth become fangs, nails become claws. Changing one's form to the souls of other beings, it becomes more reminiscent of Void Scent. Yet unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken from you before they might reach the ethereal sea. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. Kinda. Remember, it's a choice. This is wrong. It's all wrong. Indeed, it's hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is the technology to achieve all that was 100 years ago. Civilizations in the reflection are surprising indeed. See, that's that song. I like it. Okay. While we all have our thoughts on souls, now the important thing is that we know what power Zarulja has at his disposal. And the one thing that separate corporeal ether and incorporeal ether. Fuck off. Stop saying big words, Graha. But to strip memories from souls entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer... Bear with me one second. I'm going to turn the camera off for just a moment. Skadoosh.
Sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just for a second, guys. Sorry about that, my house guest just left and I didn't want to, you know. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, actually. Sorry about that. My guest was leaving and we needed to say goodbye. He has to be stopped, no matter the cost. Regulators give Zorulja a frightful advantage. For a chance of defeating him, we have to learn all we can about the technology. When MSQ spoke of surprising civilizations, I wonder if he had Alexandria in mind. How dare you bring up embracing oblivion? Jesus. I trust you've gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to the earth and sky. At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. What's going on, Wuklamot? So fucked up. Let's see, what do you got for me? I'm sorry for delaying us. I just thought I'd like to share. In both technology and values, it's plain that there's a wide gulf between Tuliolal and Alexandria. While Zorulja knows everything about us, we know hardly anything of what is to come. Indeed, and we haven't seen what lies within that enormous tower, the Everkeep. So here, I'd like to make a proposal. We work with Kafkia and her people, and we learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way for us would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, but we shouldn't be too quick to trust. But the fact remains, they share our desire to stop Zorulja. Sphene, too, claims that to be the odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask you to corroborate Oblivion instead? It's simple. Their leader's Erenville's mother. Meanwhile, Sphene may feel like she's the ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk working with her, and less reason to take her word. Fair point. She's grown so much. Now it's heartening with allies in the strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be more than welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee my mother's actually behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. It turns out to be a trap. We endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuliholau. Well, as you say, we have no proof that there's really Kefkia. I make my present in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war or striving peace, we need to learn as much as we can. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when time comes, strike down Zarulja for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Arundel. You always had great answers home from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if the sentiment's clouding my judgment? I trust you as well. That's always a way with you. Fine. If you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves with some new allies. I gotta click on it. My bad. It all seems fucked up, and she's right to mistrust everyone. Fuck, she's got more sense than half of the Scions. Kefkia, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zarulja. I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As vow of resolve, it falls on me to make him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zarulja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. Huh? I realize this is sudden. It's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust you to... I would trust in the conviction of anyone that shares my goals. So fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, but I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's tough going out alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength. Besides, how could we not trust you? My son is with you. My fussy little bun. Ah. All the reason I need. As decided, here's to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Kefkia. And together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Not waste any time. We're running about Zarulja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides in the uppermost level, but while the Clean Fiend has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his moves are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. And even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zarulja will eventually march on Tuliolal again. The drawback is we wait for the invasion to happen. Innocence in the way. There's also the possibility that he leaves everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother's always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuliholau. After waiting 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do is demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone he is superior to the Dawn Servant. He won't let his minions deprive him of the pleasure. That's fucked up. I mean, the least fucked up thing that's happened here so far. Well, I can only guess that he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. But if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him now. Show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire waiting his turn and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Tuliholal again, like he said he would. Any campaign against Tuliholal requires that Ulja to lead his forces through the vanguard. We'll have lookouts to keep an eye on that day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though we should warn those on the outside. Indeed, they need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate the effort. I'm already a regular contact with Shoshtola. You can leave vanguard to us. It seems like we have a plan. Now we wait until Zerulja to move. You do well prepare for battle and begin familiarizing himself with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to the Oblivion's main headquarters. Thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know we're located right inside the tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding in a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you to the checkpoint. Oh, about that, Sphinx said she'd make that we could enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over sentries. I recall her words that she would register us as guests. I see. Well, we're in the clear then. Okay. Is she in on it? All names are good to know when working together. While Oblivion has operated us all over, we're the main crew here. I'm Geode. I'm the leader of this hideout. Depending on the young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayakwe. Oh, Nostalgia. Proud to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years. Our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. And Wayakwe is a Tanawatan name. Am I mistaken? That's right, our mother was Tuliholal and our father Alexandrian. They honored both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. I have no memories of my mother, and I think I'll carry that part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name. Years ago, he was taken after a scuffle with a soldier over disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first they clung on to hope that he'd be released. Months went by. We had already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose sense of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now. Everyone who had known him. The bastard. Even here, he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Holy shit, that's dark? No. No. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. Same story for me. I haven't the faintest things that are outside the barrier. It's my dream to see it with my own eyes, our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you have to come for a visit. The wilds are beautiful. Food's delicious. Everyone's so nice. Once in a while I do, and I look for the epic scenes that are either funny or like or monumental, and then we'll watch those cutscenes usually in French to see how different they are. Oh, one last thing. I don't know how to exactly the place to see this, but thank you for seeking out Kafkua. She talks about you so much. It's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can. Well, let's go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Oh no. No, the fuck. I have meanwhile PTSD. Oh no. No fucking way. That's everyone's memories, ain't it?
You've been consulting with Wook Lamont. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming, but when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
MSQ in French is more typical bad guy, where in English there's something different about him. He's not only is he more charismatic, but he's not a bad guy. He's someone who's unhinged. It's not video game bad guy. If that makes any sense. Where French, he sounds like he's a video game bad guy. He loses his charm, but the words he speaks are more severe in French. Like, he don't fuck around in French.
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path.
Are you really fucking giving away the game?
I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo?
Literally, she just fucking says, hey, here's the plan.
May be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing.
She don't know she's playing bait.
He's my only recourse.
Really, like, think about that. She don't know the plan. We sided with Oblivion. She don't know we're doing this. And she went and gave the game away.
Wook Lamont and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason.
She's got something he wants. That's the answer. There's no reason to keep her alive, right? He has the power he's always craved. She's got something. What's he got? What's she got? Because she would not...
Uklamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
What does she have that you want?
What now?
Okay, we're gonna put it... I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I'll be right back. We're gonna continue it in just a second. I need to pee something fierce, okay? Right back, I promise. I'm back. Sorry about that. I really had to go. I would never have stopped halfway through. Vanguard gear is gorgeous, and Vanguard's my favorite dungeon in a long time, to be honest. Like, better than all of Endwalker's dungeons. If that tells you anything. She's got something. Okay. Right, Kafkia's waiting. Let's head to the tower. Solution 9, finally. So we know it's a metropolitan area. We saw the fucking pictures. I'm extremely excited to see Solution 9. I understand what we're up against. And I'm told that this is just getting started. Like, we're only level 97. Hold on. And there's a last zone. And I don't think it's this one. Because people talk about the last zone like it's the biggest thing ever and totally spoilery. So there's something else. What the fuck, man? There's so much left. How advanced would you say Solution 9 is compared to the Allegheny ancient cities? I would say very. Well, again, I've seen the screenshots, I've seen the videos. Unless Amuro, the way Amuro was kind of sold to us was that it was modern, but not all the way. It still had the fantasy element to it. Where Solution 9, and it's basically what we know of it prior to Dawn Trail, what they've released in media, super advanced, like ridiculously advanced. What the fuck advanced? Like Tokyo. At least that's what I understood about it, so. Just got into Solution 9. Okay. I am running by the seat of my pants, and I am... There you are. If Queen Serena is registered as guest, you should be able to march wide in. And if she hasn't, then you may swarm the Zerul just minions to do it. I think she did what she was supposed to do. I have no reason to believe she didn't. We'll see if Sphene has... I don't think she's betrayed us, but I think she's holding back quite a bit. Thank you for your digital service. My companions and I would like to pass. Would you be so kind? Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians' credentials identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Sphene. Fussy Bun Bun. I love it. It's so cute and he's so cranky. It makes it even better. Well, Queen was true to her word. Follow me. Solution 9 awaits. Billboards. Look at the greenery.
Everkeep, a tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds.
Skyscrapers.
Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Also, do you guys notice that they're wearing casual clothes? Music's okay. It's not. It's alright. It's fitting of modern. Look, they're just wearing.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed the light back home in Tuliolo.
Oh, listen, I'm sold on the pinks.
While I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore?
But do you notice that they're wearing jumpsuits, they're wearing hoodies?
Far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zeralja's Dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Yes.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Uh-huh, I'm sure that's why you want to familiarize yourself with the technology. You sound like a man who just popped a boner.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your
Hello,
satisfaction,
the earwiggle.
come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Just walked through the door, Starfall.
Understood. We'll see you later.
Just walked in.
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
Oh my goodness, yes. They need to make housing here. But to me, like, they should make housing on the moon with the Loporits.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
Peloton's really useful here. I bet.
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her. You must have been through a lot together.
No, not that much, actually.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Elnashpir, why didn't you mention this sooner?
Wait a second. This isn't the Golden City.
You want to explore together?
Okay.
It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
I know it's purple, but I assumed that golden was a metaphor, like a lot of ancient texts are. Metaphors for things that we don't know, right? Golden light is what I had presumed. Sphene answered a question in the golden light from the Golden City. Oh fuck, man, I am at a loop now. I have no idea what's going on. I thought I had it all figured out. I'm dead wrong, like usual. I perceive you can get lost. Alright, let's go see. Oh, Mr. Shine. Angel Snacks. Oh, that's not Kool-Aid, right? Well, not just a metaphor of legends, but like, for example, someone can tell you about how the heavens rained and it was torrential downpours. Someone can tell you about how the earth was angry and showed its fury. It was an earthquake, right? Like, a city of gold could have been the lights. Could have been, that's kind of what I thought it was, metaphorically. Crossroad already? Let's go in that building over there. She runs off. Love that. Ah! He loves gold. I hate that she calls her that. I really do.
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request you said.
Yes, an important one.
I don't trust her at all. Not even a little bit.
I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zeralja.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods.
Uh-huh.
Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste.
There's something more. What the fuck are you hiding?
Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I get that, I do, and she might be above board. It might just be me who's looking too far into it. But there's something he needs from her. Something that she's still not... It's been hundreds of years. They've had the regulators, they've survived. She needed his strength. His strength came in and pow, pow, pow. Great, fantastic, love that shit. Why is he still there? Now, chances are this man gained enough strength to take over. Cool. But she's still queen for a fucking reason. So Zeralja don't want to lead with somebody. He never would have. She's got something. She is somebody. She's an Asian. Something. There is something there. I don't trust her.
I appreciate your concern.
Because she's not being honest with us.
But you ask the impossible. Zeralja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him.
It's like she doesn't value the death of ours.
And so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
So something is big enough for her to dismiss the hundreds dead of my people. I don't trust her at all.
I do understand. All too well.
Obviously fucking not.
Let me say only this then. Zeralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
We don't, though. We came here because we didn't.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihiola. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
No, I don't fucking believe... I won't yield.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of being comrades.
I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around?
What a bitch answer. I'm sorry, I don't like it.
Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me.
Okay. She's not a bad person. I want to put that above board. She doesn't seem bad. She's hiding something. She's dishonest. There's a reason she's dishonest, and it could be tragic as shit. Chances are she's being used as much as we are. But you can't get me to trust her while she's lying to my face,
Very
right?
well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself.
And Waklamat's learned a lot.
If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
Yeah, but our people rely on that information, right? It's lying by omission. But she's doing well. Waklamat is trusting her instincts here and learning the story first. But she's already there. She's like, I just met you. You're hiding something. I don't trust you yet. And thirdly, I can't believe she said it to her face. I wouldn't have, but I must say I'm really grateful. The place is vast and confusing. I don't even know where to begin. While the district may seem daunting in size and structure, all the key facilities are situated near the ley nodes. You may call them aetherites. Remember this and you won't lose your way. Now, seeing that right there, I'll show you the Nexus Arcade first. Please, follow me. It would have been cool to see actually named Braun. Yes, I got that. She may act goofy, tiny baby with Lamat's no fool. No, and she's very much showing people that she's not. This complex home to all manner of shops, from food, daily necessities, and technological conveniences. You can find most everything here. Everkeep's interior is vast, as you would observe. The Arsa Arcade makes it possible to acquire what they need in a centralized location. Amazing! How do you get to the upper levels? I don't see stairs. The glowing patterns? That's an automatic conveyor. Such contraptions are found throughout the Everkeep, allowing us to simply move between faraway places. That will spare us from walking. We made the strange metal electrode visit. Yes, the conveyors are powered by electrode. As a matter of fact, the ore is integrated into just about everything in the Everkeep, even the floors and the walls. By etching arcane circuits on it, electrode can be converted to lightning energy into those other elements. Doing so with various effects. For instance, conversion of wind produces flotation. For the vehicles, as conversion of fire will produce heat and light. It employs devices like street hands and heaters. Electricity. It's electricity. How neat. You can make a drink cold? We certainly can. Our vending machines does just that. For instance, multiple energies can be combined to produce a clever effect. For example, manipulating air and wind while projecting light with lightning, possible to alter one's appearance. That's almost scary what you can do with that. Surprised no one all over the world is fighting for the electrope. Oh-ho! We've hit a nerve. The shop over there, what does this sell? Ah, yes, let's go take a look. I dare say you'll find it interesting. I'm not big into malls in general, but like, I just don't have the money for malls like I used to. I'm also a plus size woman, so I can't go shopping for clothes in malls. So, shop sells foods, items on the counter. That's food. I can imagine what it tastes like. I thought you'd be by surprise. Your countrymen were too in the beginning. You must sample something. Choose one. Now we're playing Bikini Electro Zoo. Selected item interesting you. Slab of pink hexagons, liquid-filled couch, long rectangular bar, hexagon pattern, or black and yellow tin. It looks like chocolate. All the need to use single in a foodstuff. The flavor is formulated to never taste dull, and one bar will satisfy you for a whole day. Many folks prefer this to taking multiple meals. Sure. We have a Torrid in our mall, but I don't know, how do I say this? Torrid is expensive. But being plus size, you also, out of 50 stores in the mall, you have one. One. In a city full of stores, I have two. Two plus size stores. One's Torrid, one's not. So, oh, listen, I have, in the city I used to live into, which I can talk more about it now that I don't longer live there, St. John, there's a barcade. You buy a drink, you can play all the arcades for free. And they have like a giant beer pong upstairs, but listen, I'm too old for that shit. And we went up there, me and my husband, we got plastered playing old games. Thank you for your custom. This manages to be the treat. It's bound to taste all the better. Oh, we have friends. It's a great chance to learn about. Let's dig in. It better taste like cupcakes. Alright, here I go. Following Luck's lead, you sample your selection. Amazing! I've never had meat like this before. No, too old for beer pong. Too old for beer pong. It was like with a volleyball and trash cans. Listen, I am too old for that shit. Fuck that. No. Barcades? No. More the merrier. Look how casual is it. Look at the sneakers. I want the sneakers. Can I get sneakers? How about you? Fantastic. Let's play into it. It was fantastic. Tasted like cupcakes. Cupcakes. Always a pleasure. Thank you for humoring me. This does take me back. Those chaotic people that truly halal first arrived, we endeared, endeavored to learn one another's and embrace our differences. Alright, what about you, Sveen? Are you having something to eat too? I appreciate the thought, but I'm fine for now, thank you. What's your favorite food? My favorite food? Why would you want to know that? Because I want to get to know you better. Why else? Ah, okay, thank you. The more you know something, the more you grow fond of them. That's why my old man believed, and my experiences have led me to believe the same. My favorite food? Was that such a difficult question? I'm sorry, it's just, when I think of those who labor to bring us food, I find I can't settle on one thing. I thought I was indecisive. Indecisive? Perhaps I am, but you don't need to laugh about it. Dun, dun. Oh, no! Listen, you little cute wait. There's no Mamulja here. There's no Mamulja here. There's one. There's only one Mamulja. And that was a baby Mamulja. Residential sector, but I can part. But it's in the part where I tend to do my personal matters. It's a visitation to be precise. Not at all. Wonderful. Let me see when you've seen enough here. Ready? Let's go. As soon as we walk, we'll place of interest to come upon. Is that his kid? I only know one blue Mamulja. Kabar. Boy, people are gonna like that. Oh, that meat was so good. Okay, hold on. This is Mosaic, a cafe where you can buy drinks and enjoy while you relax. Boy, the RPers are gonna eat fucking good. I'm sorry, but Solution 9? Role players? What the fuck? You guys are in heaven. Alright, you can have your nightclubs here. You can have all kinds of fun bullshit. I'm kind of glad they added it just for that. Continent, there were the races named for stones. There's a Hune, who remembers the Tuanuata, the Eldite, and here as a mosaic of colors. Thus, the name chose that for the founder. That's nice. If they serve tacos. Tacos? A traditional Turali dish, and one of my favorite foods. You must try one day. Oh, yes, definitely. We'll make it happen once we restore peace. Yeah, like, again, if we can find a bar, perhaps, and it doesn't necessarily mean to be like an extreme, just a bar with like a stage, or even something similar. Like, this is pretty fucking similar. You guys, like, there's so much. Riku, don't you start with me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm teasing. He's blue. Is it their baby? Did y'all guys make babies? And I thought Zarulja would be sterile. Building where our citizens live. They're massive. Each one is bigger than the next. They have to be. Just about all our Alexandrians have apartments here. Us who's in a fucking cost of living crisis. Housing crisis. 914. Residential radius? That's right, come. The doors open automatically. Kind of. The new people zone. Right, this is great. Everyone's got apartments. Can't relate with this. Walk them out first. This fiend, can anyone live in these places? Naturally, in fact, that many of your countrymen make their homes here. No matter the origin or race, occupation, or regulator usage, all Alexandrians are citizens are eligible for an apartment. This includes those you've met who work on the outskirts. You've taken care of everyone in 30 years. I'm grateful. Lobby for common residents. And what does that machine do? Ah, the concierge. They look after the residents. If you require assistance or have questions, they'll be glad to assist. Is that so? I have no shortage of questions. Can you imagine an included apartment? Included. Of this government, even if it's got Zarulja's doing better. This is where my mother lives. Your mother. Alright. They have bars in the apartment. The fucking TV. Hello, Isadora. Your Majesty, you came. I have friends with me today. Is that all right? Of course. Friends of the Queen are friends of ours. Please make yourself at home. How's Milos been? No change, but the symptoms are thankfully mild today. Hi Milos, have you missed me? Oh, it's brother, not mother. Okay. My son was born, no. Son was born with Levin sickness, a severe etheric imbalance towards lightning. As a result, he suffers from paralysis. He cannot walk and struggles to speak. For a blessing, he has his hearing, and on the bad days he can communicate with his eyes. I see. Sphene doesn't often, does she? She does. Milos adores her. He sometimes even manages to smile. What of yourself? How are you holding up? You needn't worry about me. You always make time for us, and we have everything we need. I'm glad to hear it, but you mustn't strain yourself, understood? Nothing we can do for it? Perhaps a treatment of souls, or... Fortunately, no. While souls can revive those who have met with an accident, they cannot reverse the effects of old age and illness. Truth be told, many children are born like it. The illness has existed for generations and we've been unable to find a cure. Interesting! Cause is clear enough, excessive lightning environment. It's no coincidence the number of cases has risen dramatically over the past 30 years. It's my fault. What was that? Nothing! I'm sorry, Isadora, we must be going. I promised to make a proper visit next time with treats to share. No need to apologize. If it were for you, Milos wouldn't still be here. Thank you, Queen Sphene. My pleasure, Milos. I'll be back soon, so be a good boy for your mother and me. She's losing generations. And that, her thing can't help. It's funny how life finds a way. It's sad to see kiddos like this. Illness is part of life in Alexandria. I thought you should know about that too. We'll find a cure one day, mark my words. We'll make it so fortunate children like Milos can smile again. Having ready to continue the tour. Well, shall we continue our tour? You obviously have duties to attend to citizens. We can stop it here if you'd like. No, I want to do this because I want to, so please don't worry. Next I'll show you the vital facilities called Resolution. To reach it, we need to take the way of the Lego line. Interesting. How very interesting. See the pictures of the pop-ups shop? I did. I think it was, someone on Discord asked me if I'd go to the one in Quebec if ever they had one in Montreal. And the answer is, depends on the time of year. Depends if I got money. You'd think a place in advance have these sort of prosthetics. Markings on the conveyor indicate which direction. Is it safe? Extremely. No need to be afraid. Who's afraid? I love Wooklamot. Let's go this way. Whee! Government sector. Great. Great. Why so big? Whee! I did see that. The Graha picture was good. He was eating an apple, not a taco. A little offensive, you know, but it was alright. I'm kidding. They need a monorail. Well, at least, like, this looks like you could land a plane. There's no reason for that to be that big. Nothing. A child's amusement ride. Do you think we should have brought Conan? No, I think Wuk Lamat is who we need here. Without a shadow of a doubt. The political head of her is what we needed in this situation. From Resolution, we see oversee running the district and provide services to citizens such as welfare support and job introductions. Quicker to show them the town. Mean job introductions. What do you mean?
Strange contraptions everywhere you look.
What do you
What's
mean?
that?
An infusion station. It dispenses souls in exchange for credits.
Fucked up.
Through hard work, citizens can obtain the peace of mind provided by spare souls. It's the way of life for Alexandrians and has been for quite some time.
Dude, that is so fucked up.
But I imagine it must be difficult for outsiders to comprehend.
You've put people's lives behind the requirement of hard work and labor. No matter what pretty bow is on top of this, I can think of several times in history that's happened. Introduced as a pretty bow. It's fucked.
That's putting it lightly. To be honest, it sounds disturbing.
It's fucked.
Still, I won't dismiss it out of hand. Practices like these don't arise from nothing.
Like that's the slavery. That's fucking slavery. Like literally you're dangling people's ability to live. Their ability to get care.
There's a reason why your culture is the way it is, and I'd like to understand. Won't you tell us some of your realm's history?
Again, they got that device to survive. I'm not against that. They needed something. But we now have legalized slavery. And also, don't forget, the old, the disabled, can't work. What do? Do they just not? They're okay getting hit by a car? It is so fucked. I'm gonna sprinkle that with knowledge comes appreciation. No, I just want to know because I want to hear the story crack.
Very well. Be warned, though, that it may take a while.
No, oops, no, wrong button. Echo?
In the distant past, over 1,000 years ago, it said, lightning energy began to swell in our world. According to ancient records that date back around 8 centuries, the rainy season spanned a quarter of the year, during which time severe thunderstorms ravaged the land. 4 centuries later, this season had lengthened to nearly half the year.
What did the Ascians do, though? Because you know they did
The
something.
trend continued, with our ancestors spending longer and longer languishing beneath storm clouds, crops failed and livestock starved. But amidst this growing desperation, a miraculous material was discovered that promised salvation: electrope.
The stuff that's used everywhere here.
Indeed. One day, when out inspecting a forest after lightning had caused a fire, a villager came upon a curious black ore none had seen before. Testing revealed that the ore possessed a singular property. It could store lightning and convert it to other energies. In that instant, the scourge of endless storms became a blessing. Dubbed electrope, the ore found use in myriad inventions and dramatically improved people's lives. So much so, in fact, that all nations soon became dependent upon it, despite the difficulty of obtaining it in quantity. Supply was chronically scarce, and when nations couldn't meet their needs with their own deposits, some resorted to taking electrope from others.
Okay. Oil.
Fighting was isolated and sporadic until electrope came to be used in warfare. First in the weaponry of invaders, then in the countermeasures of defenders, and then in every aspect of combat where an advantage might be had.
Again, a very
Served
similar
only
story.
to exacerbate the ore shortage, leading to further escalation. Before long, the entire world was engulfed in a terrible war known as the Storm Surge. As the war came to a head, Alexandria's neighbor Lindblum committed its stores of electrope to the production of a weapon of mass destruction. They deployed it on the front lines and triggered a calamity of frightful magnitude. Not even their own scientists had anticipated the force of the lightning that was unleashed. The energy inundated the entire continent, laying it to waste.
So that's how your world came to be this way.
You truly know a great many things that I don't. I should like to learn about you too sometime.
I'd like to know where you got the ore.
But to continue the tale, the people of Alexandria had already lost much to the war. They lost almost everything else to the Levin. Those who survived bore deep scars, tormented by the memory of loved ones taken too soon. Though they yet lived, the cruel spectre of death was with them always. Seeking a solution, our scientists turned once more to electrope, and after extensive research, they developed the means to preserve memory and soul.
Maybe, Riku, I don't remember if I'm being really honest. But remember, I didn't disagree with them creating the things at the beginning. This was survival, right? This is now a calamity. That planet is going. That reality is going now. And again, the loss of memory is a choice, right? If somebody made that choice today here, I wouldn't be offended. I wouldn't. It's a choice you make. It's personal. The fucked up part is the government controls it. All of it. Which is really fucked.
Physical death isn't the end. So long as our memories endure, we may live on. This belief sustained us then, and it sustains us now, granting us comfort.
That's quite a tale.
Your Majesty, help me! I beg you, help me!
What's the matter?
I've got no souls left. Not a single one! But the lot at Soul Supply refused to give me any!
Oh no, did the slavery not work?
Please, you must do something!
My apologies, Your Majesty. This man, he does no work. Instead, he drinks his days away on Trueview.
That's right, because in this system, the government decides if you are valuable or not. Let's say he has addiction. Hold on. Just play with me here for a second. He's addicted to drinking. That's a real thing. We know that. That's a thing. Are they less deserving of life or not, knowing it's a disease? In this, I'm not making you debate it now, okay? Don't type and be like, but peeves, this and that. That's not the point. The point is that in this world, the government is choosing for you, and that's the fucked up part. This is so fucked. I love it, but it's so fucked.
He has only himself to blame if he has no credits for souls.
And then we put the blame on the victim, right? Again, it's now his fault he didn't comply. It's like the welfare system. It's their fault they're on welfare. They should go to work and find a job. It's fucked.
That's not true! I'm a fighter at the Arcadian. Or rather, I was. I haven't been allowed to fight because of the King's decree. It isn't my choice.
I see. You're a brave warrior of the arena. I want to help you, I sincerely do. But I cannot give you preferential treatment.
No, because then you'd have to give the rest of the slaves, I mean populace, preferential treatment. You need them working.
Open up
You
the
need them
Arcadian
providing
again,
you.
so I can fight.
I'm sorry, but that's not my decision to make. The king requires feral souls for war. He doesn't wish for them to be expended on amusements.
Cyanin? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's how you solve... How do you solve homelessness? Homes. How do you solve people that can't afford to eat? Money. Feed them. Because it's just...
You're useless! A queen in naught but name.
fact.
Insolent wretch! How dare you take that tone with Her Majesty?
I assume she's privileged and has a whole bunch of souls stocked up in her head. God damn it, this is so fucked up.
It's quite all right. Such things don't bother me, nor do I think ill of this man.
Well, that's it. Cyanin, 100%. That's the situation we're dealing with in Solution 9, realistically. Again, if we pretend it's not the Arcadia, pretend he's a drunk. The idea is not that they deserve less to live. There's less crime when everybody's provided for. We've proven that. When our economy's at the highest, the crime's at the lowest. Drugs, again, safe supply. Secure injection sites. And again, if everyone is provided for, there's less of that too. It's so fucked up. Oh, this is...
Hear me. Though I cannot grant you a soul, I mean it when I say I want you to live.
That doesn't help.
I love all of you equally, dearly. You are as family to me, and it pains me to see you deny yourself hope.
Thank you for looking that up,
I want you to find a happiness
or knowing
all
it.
your own, even if you must grow it from the smallest seed of joy. Out there, somewhere, is a reason for you to smile again. We all need to vent our frustrations from time to time. I will always be willing to lend an ear.
I fucking hate this. Not that I hate the story, okay? But I want you to realize what just happened. She said, hey, don't despair. It'll be okay. Remember, the entire system is built on actual life. He's a fighter. He needs stocks. He doesn't have it. Will he be a slave driver somewhere else to try to get it? Put his life at risk to make sure he can still... We're talking survival here. We're talking their way of life in survival. Right? And she gave a, I'm sure it'll be okay and you'll find happiness response. It is so fucked.
Yes, Mum. Of course.
And he's like,
Even without a spare soul, I suppose I'm fine as long as I stay in Solution 9.
Oh, it is.
I apologize for my rudeness.
But it's a
Good
display
day.
of the system that I talked about earlier, right? Again, they are gatekeeping life. Fucking life. If they told him today, we need you scrubbing the toilets in the entire city.
Keep your chin up, my friend. And when you feel
and
better,
you'll get more
I'm
life.
sure you'll find another way to apply your talents.
He'd do it on his hands and knees with his own toothbrush. Because, yep. And the war effort made sense. Again, the idea wasn't slavery at the time. It was we need survival. We're dying in the thousands. This is so fucked.
I'm sorry you had to see that. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Like, and how many people are afraid to die because they forgot?
I believe we visited all the main facilities. With that, I declare our tour concluded.
I suppose they wouldn't have that. They believe that their memories will serve better later. Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
That man
forget
from
that point.
before. Does that sort of thing happen often?
No.
Somewhat. It's unavoidable. Hardships are a fact of life.
How unfortunate.
Our soul management system has sustained our realm for generations, but it isn't without flaws. For one, people have become accustomed to having spare souls. Without them, they feel vulnerable and anxious. Some claim it may also have contributed to a decline in births.
You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. You don't fucking say. Of course they'll fucking ban it. It's life. Again, people fucking do that with money, and that's not life. This is very much like the welfare system. It's unavoidable. Some people take advantage. Some people really live well with a lot of it stockpiled. What the fuck? Only this is with lives. Oh, Nidcat, I am just, it is so fucked up.
Just thinking out loud, but would it be possible to do away with the system?
No.
Oof, okay.
I know it isn't easy to change one's beliefs and way of life. The Mamolja had their reasons for their reliance on blessed siblings, much as you have yours for souls. But if we defeated Zorolja, you'd be able to make all the decisions, right? Then we could work together to fix things, restore your realm to where it belongs, and see where we can go from there.
Want to see her response. Again, she's still hiding it. What are you hiding?
Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you.
Interrupted.
What is it?
Actually, never mind. It's nothing of import. Well, it was lovely showing you around.
Okay.
Of course. Of course. Thanks so much for the tour. We've learned not only about your realm, but you as well.
Little PB. Echo.
For now, our priority is Aralja. But once we've dealt with him, perhaps I can return the favor and show you to Lihiola.
I'd like that very much.
Proud of you, little PB. Gave her the death stare. Like, I know.
It seems I've no choice but to continue down this path.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me, Val Wuklamat, but I must disappoint you.
We know. We knew. We knew. So fucked up. That's no wonder. Well, wait another time. Exploring for now. Let's go to Kafka's meeting point. Yeah. That is so fucked. Whee! I don't doubt that her intentions are okay, right? I'm not saying she's not a good person. I'm saying she's not reliable. Zorulja has something on her. And he also needs her for something. Because he's got her by the balls, pardon the expression. And if it wasn't for that, and if he didn't need her, he would have killed her. Again, I don't believe any of it. He's got her by the Meki. Ah! I love it. Scales of blue. Kind of fun. Let's go with you. Scales of blue. We're gonna meet the little one, the baby. Don't fool me. Actually, you fooled me a lot. I'm joking. Okay, before I continue this quest, I know. Listen, I drank a lot. I need to pee. Have a great night, Cinda. I'm gonna be right back though. Give me like 2 minutes. I'm back. Sorry about that. Oof. What did I tell you guys? I have the bladder of a 3-year-old. If I think it, I need to pee. This is a bright place, you think? I don't see the others though. Well, rather say wait, let's explore a bit more. Huh? Look over there. A Mamuja child. What are they doing here? He's so cute. Come here, baby, Zanulja. You notice that too? The resemblance to Zanulja. The blue scales of a Bonuia and the features of a Hubigo. Can't be a coincidence. At any rate, we shouldn't be leaving a small child on their own. Let's go after him. What did I say? What did I say? I actually seen this. Listen, once in a while, once in a blue moon, I get something right. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna enjoy it every time. Okay? Where's the cutie patootie? Where did he go? He's a blue... Mulja. Oh, this is true view. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but it does seem lively. That's the Arcadian, I assume. Because it looks like a video card. Hello, baby Zurulja. Wah! I didn't see you there. How did you make a baby? I don't mean you any harm, I just want to talk. I am your Aunt Wook. I am your Auntie PB. Do you want us to take him somewhere? You want us to follow you? Oh, he's cute though. Alright then, lead the way. Yeah. That's the one that's gonna take us. Oh, look at that, like, bar scene. Again, RPers, y'all are gonna be so happy. You think people drink around here? I have no idea. Is his name really Melancholy? So, baby. Is this where you wanted to bring us? is this place? Meant to relax. It's not working for me. What's your name? Nope. No name. Still not inclined to talk. He'll only talk if he's completely comfortable with you. You know him? After her fashion, but never mind that. How about something to wet your whistle? Adorable as you are. Oh, okay. I can recommend our special, Her Majesty. I'll prepare you one without liquor. Okay, ma'am. What, Lamont? You just got hit on, sweetheart. Or she's one of those bartenders that hits on everybody to try to get a tip. I see you. Ran into the child along the way. Oh, so you're at Kafkia. Cotton candy. If you know that song. And in that case, go have a chat with Big Tasso's over there. He'll show you to a fun place. What about him? I don't think he's in the mood to talk. He can tend the bar with me. It's taking a turn for the strange, but you don't think we're walking into a trap, do you? Damn, this doesn't look suspicious written all over it. At least she's aware. Ah! It's a fun place. I suppose there's one way to find out. Area's normally off. It's told about you. Just go to the end. Alright. Let's see. Okay, the music's back. We're fine.
Wonderful! They're here!
We've only just arrived ourselves.
Amazing.
I bid you welcome to the back room. Oblivion's humble headquarters.
A hideout tucked behind a drinking hole. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Just
Our
a little.
members here are mainly creators and adapters. That is, scientists and engineers who specialize in electro. They use their skills to provide support to our field operatives. Geralt, Shale, be so kind as to give our friends an overview of your duties.
Well, there's provisioning. Gotta have supplies to fight a good fight, ain't ya? Luckily, we got the tools to craft most of what we need.
She's got hair, though.
Gathering intelligence is another vital aspect of our work. Everkeep's core system is a veritable treasure trove of information. We also handle surveillance and communications, watching the enemy's movements and coordinating our own. That sort of thing.
And among all our activities, we spend a fair bit of effort investigating preservation. The organization credited with laying the foundations of electrope technology.
Trolley bunch.
From the sole management system to Everkeep's design, they're behind just about everything you see here. It'd be no exaggeration to say they made this realm what it is. But their magnum opus was without a doubt the power which was used to join Alexandria to Dural. interdimensional fusion.
Said power isn't unlike my summoning technique and the magic within Azam's crystal. Yet, though the effect is localized, to be able to fuse realities. Even with my knowledge, I struggle to conceive how it could be possible.
Incidentally, the founders of our group, a husband and wife, were members of Preservation at one point. But they opposed the fusing of worlds, and so defected in order to prevent it.
While not entirely unexpected, given what we have seen, this is still quite the revelation.
By the by, that's an interesting earring you have there. A novel way of carrying a data storage device. Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, you didn't know?
Well, as a precautionary measure against machine infiltration, we scan everyone as they enter. And when we scanned you, we detected a small quantity of electrope. Though it's been dressed up, that earring is a storage device and no mistake. Bought it from a shop here, did you?
No, it isn't bought, but inherited.
So these people sent you through the portal along with the earring?
Do you know aught of them?
Listen, Cryo. The husband and wife who founded our order. It's believed that they were Malala. Though we have no evidence at present, we can't rule out the possibility that they were your parents, or perhaps close relations. This I posit because they were the very individuals who spearheaded the research into interdimensional fusion. As traitors to preservation, they were relentlessly pursued. If they had a child they feared they couldn't keep safe, entrusting her to the people of another world might have been their best option.
Holy fuck.
My parents. The founders of Oblivion.
But we got you out of the City of Gold.
Tell me everything you know about them, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Anything and everything.
We don't even know their names, I'm afraid. In a bid to elude Preservation's agents, we suspect they erased all trace of themselves.
Give them your earring.
I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. If you're interested, though, you're welcome to review our accumulated data.
Yes, please. As an individual and member of my order both, I wish to learn as much as possible.
I should also like to peruse the data. Where the joining of realities is concerned, I may well be of service.
Of course. Feel free to peruse to your heart's content.
Thank you.
If you like, I can examine your earring. I have to say, the prospect that it belonged to our founders has me itching to take a look.
I like her accent. It's pretty.
I dare say we have enough eyes to pore over your records. Is there any other way we might be productive?
You want to smash it.
Not right now. We're still waiting for Zoralja to make the next move.
In that case, Alice, would you mind accompanying me?
Oh.
Gladly.
Ah! I've buggered it up again!
Never a moment's peace.
I have no mind. I don't.
Oi! You two there! One of you give me a hand, would you? Don't matter who.
I just remembered I have matters to discuss with Shay.
sir. Oh my god, put your soul in your craft. I need someone to lend me a hand. I haven't slept for 2 nights. Can't afford to. Relying on the tonic. Can vouch for 2 cans. Getting get the stuff in the old vending machines. Okay. Uh-huh. Whee! Look at what you have it. You can't get. How dare you suggest I sell stuff? Get away with you and don't come back. Got a voucher? Slip it to me. Nice and subtle. Energy drinks? Really? I mean, I relate. It's not contraband. It won't run afoul of the authorities, but if made you aware of my special select, it'd be bad for business. Okay. Craft all the gear. I can imagine for crafters. It sucks. Wait. That's how you do it. Red Bull. That's cute. Whee! Head to the back room. Oh shit, I already did it, I'm sorry. Nothing! Blowing the cobwebs right out of the big kaboom! And arrow started setting off in the air like that. Can't concentrate without me tonic. Speaking of which, I gotta get back to it. He's losing his fucking mind. I'm gonna see if I can talk to the others now, though. Earl. You didn't know him before? You looked like you'd seen a ghost. You don't say. How does anyone cry out so openly and passionate as a comrade? Best to support her. Shale's already extracted the data from my earring. At long last, a clue. Just mirrors a rainbow in your eyes. Always a rainbow in my eyes. I like the elephants too, Cat I do.
I've been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child. Could he be...
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoralja's son.
So you think so too? But what is he doing here?
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
To think he'd cast aside his child.
What a piece of
We
fuck.
can't say for certain who he was born to or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoralja is the only other one around. That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put two and two together. This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
What's his name?
Galulja.
Fuck off.
It was my hope that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
I'm extremely misty-eyed. No, I got tears. I'm sorry. Oh.
It's a fine name.
It's the best name.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual. At first, I intended to raise him as my own. But just when I thought he was warming, we searched high and low for several days. And where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
Oh, I don't know how that caught me so hard and so off guard.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunder Yards as if he were. On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days. He would return to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers, and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
If Galulja is Zoralja's child, that makes him my nephew. Assuming he's willing, I'd be glad to take him in like Papa did for me. But seeing as I'm here to kill his father, I don't know if it would be right.
Who was that?
Oh dear. It's Galulja.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
Ah, this is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more.
I'm going after him. I need to explain.
Wait, Lamachi. I understand your haste. Kapkiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
If those who can fight would search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
Really, Galulja? Like, my heart fucking couldn't handle war? Oh. Little footfalls. And Lil just outside the tower. We need to find him as quickly as possible. Let's go. Alright, head to the base of the tower. I still got an hour. 45 minutes, I should say. So I'm not quite ready to stop yet. I did want to stream for an extra half hour tonight. And I wanted to start earlier, however, I had company show up, which never does. I was upstairs putting my makeup on. My husband was like, hey, this guy's coming over. I'm like, tonight? Yeah. Nice guy. We love him very much. But I wanted to stream early. And he's like, oh. Uh-huh. What thought? Okay. Well, Rosai, where do we begin? Alright, let's go. Oh, go away. Go away, you two. Why those people too? Perhaps they've seen something come. Okay, another little count. Please don't fuck with my emotions. I have already cried tonight where I wasn't supposed to. Salvage yard. Maybe we'll last after Galulja. Galulja isn't here. You know the boy? Have you seen him? Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you were... No offense taken, my name is Tapu. My eyes may be useless, but my ears are sharper for it. I can recognize people by their footfalls, including Galulja. So, did he come his way? Where in the world could he be? I do not know your voices. Who are you to Galulja? And why do you search for him? I'm family. We're not related by blood, but his father's my brother. And I've only just met Galulja, and we haven't had a chance to talk properly. His father's your brother? That means you're... Wuklamat. Vow of resolve of truly rely. I have journeyed to bring my brother Zura... Don't tell random strangers that... Nevertheless, I consider him family, and I'll always be there for him. And I want him to know that. It tears you apart to do what you must. The quiver in your voice tells the tale. Galulja headed south. There he has a place that is close to home as he knows. Find him and bear your heart to him. Should he in turn bear his heart to you, accept and respect his wishes, as Queen Sphene respected ours when she granted us a place in her realm. I will. Don't worry. What do you mean when Sphene respected your wishes? Out of concern for our well-being, Her Majesty has urged us to reside inside the Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she gracefully accept our decision, she granted us the necessary supplies to make our home here. And since then, she's paid regular visits to see how we fare. That sounds like Sphene, all right. Thank you for telling me about Galulja. I'll find him. And we'll have a good talk. We continue south, it seems. Keep your eyes peeled. Go away. Man, oh man, can't believe how stupidly I cried over that. Hold on, just a second. Okay, there's a lot. There's a town. It's a town. Half of it's submerged. Architecture looks like nothing we've seen so far. More Charlatan. There he is, among the ruins. The old Alexandria. I like how it does, but make no sign of that tiny silhouette. Let's hurry before the building collapses and he's inside. Fucking. I saw a moment for let's hit this out. I'll contact Elise to let her know. I'm gonna girl. Go away! Shit. Shit! Shit! Go away! Thought I could take a shortcut? That was a lie. Let's split up the search and find the canal to the street. When we find good little John, let's watch through the distance. Would chase you until you died or into a different zone. There's the cutie patootie! Oh no! Fuck off! Ugh! Fuck this quest. I'm sorry, very few things I tell you, Final Fantasy, that you need to do today and remove these types of quests. Is one of them. I don't, and this is maybe a preference of the game. I don't like sneaky quests in any game. Like, this game already suffers for not having enough action for the amount of stuff the amount of story. And again, that's not a complaint from me. That's a general statement. But I mean, and then to have a sneaky quest in the middle, it just doesn't fit. If that makes any sense. Oh, I didn't like that one at all. I was so mad. I just don't have the patience for it. Like, let's be honest, I just don't. I could lie to you and say, hey, hide the big ass chocobo companion. No, it's not just a big ass chocobo. Full party, yo.
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt.
What's here, I wonder?
Home, I would imagine. His things. Is what reminds him of people. Trinkets. Netkins?
So he's looking after those little ones.
Gululja.
Not another step!
What?
A sentry?
Run, Gululja, run!
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
My name is Wuklamat, and I've come to talk to Gululja.
Is that so?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy, do you wish to speak with them?
Well, that's why nobody fucking fucks with him.
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Villains! I will deal with them forthwith!
But... I want to get to know her too.
Shoot. There's fucking kids involved now. I'm gonna not be okay in this section, I don't think.
I see. If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
All right then. Let's talk, you and I. Lots. But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
Articulate.
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
Vessel?
Otis is my friend. When I was hungry and sad, he came and looked after me. He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things.
Otis, a nice name.
Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
This machine cooks for you?
and teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
Ah! How remiss of me. I had neglected to introduce myself. Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. At your service.
You're captain of the knights?
And there I thought it was Kululja with whom you wish to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane. But ere I regale you, we must take our repast.
A meal. Here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
Please, I'm really hungry.
Whatever the fuck you want.
All right. A repast it is.
Whatever the fuck you want.
She's going to spoil her nephew silly.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance,
tacos!
I shall whip up my most delectable specialty.
Thaliak? I don't know who that is, or at least I can't remember. Okay, I'm gonna go pee real quick. I know, I've done that a lot tonight, but hold on. 2 minutes. I'm back, sorry about that. The scholar. Ah! So, my new friends, you slave procuring ingredients? Yeah. Happy to pitch in. What ingredients? Yam, pumpkin. Live to produce some woolback meat. Thank you kindly. In the meantime, I'll see to other reparations. I don't give a shit. Whatever that little prince wants, that little prince gets. Can you imagine that a kid just heard the words, "I'd like to kill your father"? Yes, I'm going after the Aetherite. It's all so... I can't get up there, can I? Maybe. But yeah, it's all so very fucked. Pedal? Really? Fuck that. Remember the woman who boozed? I don't know how to say this and it not be offensive, so I'm just gonna be as offensive as I possibly can. I have never seen The Princess Bride. Heard of, seen bits and pieces, but have sat down to actually watch it? No, never. I know. That was incredibly offensive. But yeah, he's just a baby, yeah, Nid Cat. He just wants to But no, I don't care what the I will just... Please, please, Final Fantasy 14, do not fucking do this to me. Do not hurt him. I can't tell you how angry I would be if you hurt the boy. Oh, no, I don't want to think about it. I don't think you ever introduced child. Oh man, so far this expansion has gone from super happy yay, learn yay, people yay, to fucking what the fuck this is. And it's more fucked the longer you think about it. So I don't know. Although I like Otis. Good heavens, you haven't. Such a great choice of cut. It is plain to see you know yourself in battle. Were it 400 years ago, I would have recruited you to the Royal Knights. Once Odyssey brings a portion to satisfy ourselves. I indeed expect to be ample leftovers. Last thing you complete your task, I have another request of you. Box is kindling. And 5 pieces. Alright. Happy foraging. Nope. Alright, there. Of course, spots are well guarded. Of course. Alright, you're not doing too bad. Ooh, you see that? Whee! Listen, I don't usually have those. I feel so smart. I see the other one right across the street. Go through. Oh, okay. Listen, I'll take a win when I can take a win every time. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Fuck, I don't want to go in the office. Oh no, see if I don't keep going. Fuck you. Do 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 do. Otis says you have electro for me? Getting this from his father. Ah, this is it, because it converts to fire. Absorbs a lot of lightning. Thank you, War Chief. Your assistants, we have everything we need for the repast. This is the kind of thing families do, Galulja. Meals together and talk about what's on their minds. So you ate with your father? Oh yes, and them and my brothers. Mostly the head of Resolve and I did the talking. Though Kwana, the head of Reason, occasionally joined in, and Zarulja spoke when he was spoken to. You said you have two papas. Does that mean one is yours and the other is my father's? No, both of are our father. He's what people call the blessing, a Mamulja with two heads. Zarulja is his true-born child, while Kona and I are adopted. We don't share the same blood. That doesn't make us any less family. What matters is with our hearts connected. The head of Resolve taught me that. Family. Do you have someone like that too? A person I think is family that you don't share the same blood? That's a good question. How about you? I do, and they're very dear to me. I'd like to meet them one day. One's got a big pointy stick. A little grumpy. Galulja, I'm hoping that we could be family, you and I. Won't you tell me about yourself? You really want to know about me? I do. I want to know all about you. The things you love, the things you hate, anything and everything. I want to know all about you too. That reminds me, we're hoping to hear your story too, Otis. As you wish, be forewarned, mine's tale long and in recounting. It was days before the lightning had altered the world that I was appointed to Lord Captain of the Royal Knights. Hundreds of years before the calamity. Indeed, earlier still, when I assumed this mechanical form, 450 years ago to be precise. And you used to be a normal person? Ah, yes, flesh and blood, like you. So rather than a machine that behaves like a person, you were an actual person. How's that possible? Hear my tale to the end, and all shall become clear. The foremost duty of the Royal Knights is protection of the royal family. In my time, that was Her Majesty's King and Queen, and their only child, Her Highness the Princess. By then, every nation of our star was embroiled in some manner of conflict over Electrope, and thus our kingdom drawn to war. The war was catalyst to the great calamity that altered the environment. Countless countrymen and their lives were lost, the king and queen among them. As for blessing, we were able to protect the princess, who then rose to the occasion and brought people hope in those trying. So kind-hearted was our young queen. At her behest, we took in refugees from every nation. But sadly, her reign was cut short. Like many oars, her body had been ravaged by lightning, and one day she collapsed and passed away. How tragic. Nay. I, Neri, was a citizen whose eyes remained dry, and many moons spent deconstructing the tomb of worthy of her memory. Yet I clung to hope still. For a while Her Majesty was on her deathbed, the kingdom's finest scientists had successfully extracted her soul. Extracted her soul? Oh, our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we live on. This age-old belief comforted our people, but as casualties mounted in the wake of the calamity, we sought to make it into reality. Jesus. At our time, we succeeded in developing the means to preserve a soul, and we used to spare the Queen eternal death. Yet, it wasn't enough to simply prevent a soul's departure, for the ultimate goal was to recreate a person as they were in life, and this required that their memories be further extracted from their soul. It took many more years of research as possible, which at that time I had become a grey old man. With my days numbered, I did not hesitate to volunteer myself as a test subject. And I attained this vessel. And my successful rebirth, I paved the way for those recreated from the memories of the departed. The Endless, they are called. If your trail is true, then the queen that your people brought back to life, it wouldn't be Sveen now, would it? Oh, you know Her Majesty! My description of her boundless kindness has paled in comparison. I haven't met her myself, I must confess. It's not since assuming my current form. Wouldn't want to frighten the living daylights out of her. That's what Zorulja wants. To be endless. What stopped them from following up? Is that why they keep banks of everybody? So they can figure out how to do it for everybody? Or is it for nobody? So all this time Sveen wasn't alive? She lives, yes. Yet she does not. There's a really difficult distinction to make. Having inherited the memories of a departed soul, an endless feels, thinks, acts precisely as the person would. In that sense, I believe they are alive. The Alexandrians know about this, right? No one really knows about the endless. People who wear regulators don't even think about death. And everyone sees the queen doesn't change, but they just accept it. To them, it is who she is. Are the people of Everkeep endless too? While there should be as many endless as those who've died, I believe they are limited on where they can exist. Queen Sveen is unique in her ability to appear before you. Strictly speaking, I myself am not an endless. They created using memories extracted from a soul, but my entire soul was placed into a machine. So being a machine makes you different? How? While I don't understand the finer points of my life as bound in this vessel, if it breaks down, then it would be over for me. Much like being of flesh and blood, I hardly an endless, unchanging life, I'm sure you'd agree. An endless, unchanging life, I can't help but reminded of the E. Did Kafka know about this? Well, considering our extensive intelligence, I'd be surprised if he didn't. For now, let's share what we've learned with Kryle and Raha. Uh-oh. Hello. Guess what? Ban. Thank you very much for bans.
Nahe, is that you?
Good gods, Ellen Nespia! It's been too long, my friend.
Where have you been all these years? What have you been doing with yourself? Hold on. They say Queen Sphene has guests from outside the barrier. That's you, I gather?
It seems so. I'm looking for my mother. Do you know where she is?
No. No, fuck.
Your mother? Sorry, but what was she like again?
What? It's Kafkiwa. You know, the one who was too adventurous by half? Who journeyed with the Dawn Servant?
It's not ringing any bells.
Kafkia is like fucking endless.
You can't be serious. Ours was a tiny little village.
I really don't. It's all a blank.
1 + 1,
Is
Aaronville.
anyone else here from the village?
You don't need to confirm it, my guy.
Hey!
Huh? Elenespia?
I'm looking for Kafkiwa. Where is she?
What's this all of a sudden? Who's Kafkiwa?
She's dead.
Is... The memories of the departed are taken away. No.
MSQ, where are you? The others will be here soon, so hurry back, won't you? Do you hear me?
God damn it! We passed Tad subdued in the end. I thoroughly enjoyed our repast together. We did too, Otis. Thank you to hear about the endless, something of a shock. Above all, I'm glad we talked to Galulja. We're getting along great. You think so? I'm happy for you, my boy. Now, presume you take in returning Everkeep. Permit me to accompany you one last time part of the way. About Sphene. It doesn't matter that she's an endless, whether she's alive like me or not. I've seen enough to know she has a good heart. But what worries the burden she bears. We still don't know what that is. At the Drift Towns, talk to Tapu. It's so fucked. It's all so fucked. Oh, so very fucked. It also says something about what she allows people to go through and what they don't. Everyone else can die. It also says something about what she allows people to go through and what they don't. I heard myself. There we go, fix that. I hit the keyboard button. Her life is granted eternal. Jesus. Oh. Okay, like it's coming hard and in waves. I have to admit, I don't know where this is going still. That should be obvious. But like the other side of the coin is also whatchamahoo's it's I've returned. We were able to find Galulja. We were thanks. All's well with the boy. I'm relieved to hear that. And to know that he has family who worries about him. Galulja must be happy too. I hope so. Try not to rush anything. My, it's been a surprise to see you in these parts again. Sven, what are you doing here? Visiting my people? Are you doing the same perchance? I suppose we are. They'll keep lying to each other. It's great. Listen, is there something... Could we have a word in private? So you know about the Endless. While we may not discuss it openly, my people will surely notice that I haven't changed for hundreds of years. If I may ask, who was it that told you about the Endless? Otis. I'm afraid I can't say. Let's be your concern. I'm merely curious. Let me tell you, Sven, you care much about your people. I assume you care about the Endless too. Earlier, what did you want to tell me? The Endless are as dear to me as my living citizens. They are as much my family, but they only can be sustained by meeting a certain exacting requirements. And thus far, we've managed to do so. But should more people die, I fear we'd be pushed beyond our limit. Their preservation demands a vast amount of energy. Oh no. Energy? I don't understand the workings. Then... would you be willing to become an Alexandrian citizen? What? By nation? Indeed, I suppose you cannot. First, tell us to make peace, and then then tell us to go home. What exactly do you want? Same with you, of course. Protect my people. Tell me more about what the Endless need. Cannot say. I do not ask that you understand or like me, but I wish... we had been born on the same side of it. Damn it. Let's go to the Everkeep. Tell Otis about our conversation. Don't want to miss causing him pain. Something's so fucked. Well, not only is she conflicting with internal protocols, but like the reality of the situation is there's more to this, right? Chances are the souls are what's keeping the Endless alive. And this system that they've created is keeping her alive and her Endless alive. There's something about that. There's something's feeding the system. There's more to this system.
Why don't you come with us? You might get to see Sven.
Ah, 'tis a magnanimous and much appreciated offer, but I must decline. A part of me longs for an audience with Her Majesty, it is true. Yet, though it be in my previous life, I failed to protect my queen. I couldn't bear to show my face before her. And such an uncomely one besides.
All right. If that's how you feel, we won't force you.
I'm starting to believe the only people telling us the fucking truth is Galulja.
But rest assured, we'll visit with Galulja, and we hope you'll cook for us again.
pleasure. You are welcome to bring other comrades should you so desire. The more the merrier.
I've been looking all over for you.
Nostalgia, was it? What?
It's Zeralja. He marches to Vanguard.
Now?
So he's done waiting. But why weren't we alerted sooner?
Our transmissions are being jammed. Wayakwe is at Vanguard too, but I can't reach her. What are we to do?
Stay calm. Kafkiwa has yet to be alerted, yes? Take her to the back room as fast as you can.
Our link pearls may still work. I'll try contacting those in Tuliolo.
Otis, I need you to keep Gulurja safe.
You needn't ask.
I want to go with you.
No.
Absolutely not.
Thank you.
Battle's no place for you.
Gululja, the people of the outskirts must be evacuated. For this crucial task, I require your assistance. Remember, when battle is at hand, anything can happen. Caution is as valuable as any blade.
Yes, sir.
Swear to God, man. Something happens to that little boy.
I managed to get hold of Alphano. He'll inform Kona.
Good. How's the situation in Tulichola?
There's nothing to worry about. Or so my brother assured me. With such short notice, though, I doubt they'll be fully prepared.
We still don't know how to beat him.
They'll be ready, I'm sure of it. The vow of reason is not to be underestimated. I'm coming, Soralja. And we will finish this once and for all.
This is so fucked. It is so fucked. It's so fucked. I know exactly what we have to do. Yellow, yellow, and yellow. I like the honey one better. Okay. I don't like to do this. I don't want to do this. We are a half hour over. I've got to call it here. I don't have the time to sit for these cutscenes. I got to go to the office tomorrow morning. Or I might just say fuck it and not go in. Either way, we gotta end it here. We'll pick it up again on Monday. If not, I don't know. I don't know. What the fuck? Okay. We're stopping here. We'll definitely look it up going further. Okay? Or not look it up. We'll definitely continue this next week. So in the meantime, thank you so much for being here. Have a legendary day. And I cannot wait to see you guys again. Oh, I want to see the next bits. This is not fair. Have a great night. I'm sorry I worked in the morning. If I didn't, we'd be going.